Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning for the week of the last week of January the 29th through the first part of February 4th. And I'm using this kit from Caress Press, which means Winter Kisses, and it's sort of my winter into Valentine's kind of kit, sort of romance in Paris and winter. And it's perfect for this week. I just really loved it. I paired it with gold, and I paired it with a few things. From SBC first, we have the Luxe bundle, because, you know, it's Paris themed, so I thought the Luxe pattern would go well with it. But then I mixed it up and put in snowflakes as well, including from SBC and Sadie stickers. And I also used a winter quote, "Let it snow" from Planet Choco. Why do I always burp when I start these things? But anyway. Yeah, I didn't want, and also snowflake date dots from Sadie stickers as well. This was back when Sadie stickers did these kind of foil stickers in a glossy clear. So I'm just using up old stuff from my collection. I did run out of the Luxe headers throughout my spread, so I had to bring in two old Sadie stickers ones, but as my confusion just told you, I could barely tell the difference. Okay, I can see the difference now, actually looking at them, but you can't really tell the difference that the two different Luxe designs headers. But yeah, I really wanted to finish that off and have them throughout the spread as well, so I just brought in a couple of those extra ones because I forgot that the Luxe bundle has a few less special sidebar headers. But that is okay. But we're doing the usual color blocking. I actually did it in a way that made the I put the darkest blue on the Thursday, so there's less of that and more of the gray, because I wanted to lighten up the spread a little bit and have less of the dark blues. So I changed it up that way, which is useful when the date covers aren't color blocked. So that was good. But yeah, so I think the spread came out really, really cute. And I'll just cut in now because you don't need to see more of me doing the spread and messing about with it. But yes, hello friends. Yes, on the sidebar, I got space here. I have to wait till my next haul to have, oh dear, I have some stuff in my nails. Apologies, I made shortbread, and I've washed my hands since, but you know how shortbread is. Ew, apologies. Anyway, on my sidebar, I'm waiting for scripts from for my next haul to have my book titles in there, so that's gonna say the last book I was reading, which was Babylon's Ashes, number 6 in the Expanse, which I did finish this week. And then I was working on my moving art set and a travel art set. I didn't finish travel, but I got a lot of it done, so I've ticked that off. But I did finish moving. So let's get into the actual day by day here. Okay. I just want to double check that my nails are clean. Just some shortbread leftovers in there. Nothing to worry about. I didn't make them that long ago. So, we're starting on Monday. I gotta remember that the dark blue is in the middle. But we've got Coffee Monday going up as per usual. And then my video of the day was my February kit lineup that we're getting into here. And then I went to the chemist and refilled my prescription. This was my proper dose of ADHD medication, because obviously I'd been trying out different dosage amounts. So this was my first proper dose amount. So now I don't have to take 3 pills every day. I only have to take 1. But yeah, I had to go and get that refilled. And just look at this really cute cloud pill packet. I thought that was really cute. let's put in Feb kits. And then for the rest of the day, I worked, of course. Always working. So yeah, did a bunch of work on the moving set at this point. I think so. And then we're watching Arrested Development. We got into season 5, the last season, this week, and we finished it up on Sunday, actually. Today that I'm filming this, it's Sunday. But it is the end of the day. I'm about to go to bed, so all the plans will be in. We've got work, Arrested Development, and then we made cookies, because in our grocery delivery there was a new product that we got to try out, which was some the dough was pre-made and was already like in cookie, like it's like they had frozen the dough that you're about to put in the oven, so all you had to do was bake it off, and it was peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. So good. You put a little bit of salt on top when you bake them. Delicious. Really, really good. They say that they're sold out online right now, but we're hoping that maybe we'll get, lucky and get some more of them. But there was some really good cookies. They just put in the freezer, and then you can bake off fresh cookies whenever you want, which is always fun. Of course, we can always make our own in the future, but it was fun to try out the product. Again, Jess, we're color blocking. So that was Monday. I feel like, the majority of the day I really am just working these days, so, but that is a good thing. It is a good thing. So Tuesday it was payday, and this is when I started getting back into my book. As I said, Babylon's Ashes, the last time I was reading my book, I was actually feeling kind of depressed by it. The events that happened at the end of the last book in the series and what this one starts with were very depressing to me. It just made me feel very sad and hurt, especially with everything going on in the real world. So it was a bit of a struggle to read, but I pulled through it, and it kind of moves on from that, and it actually ends up on a really beautiful high note. That it was funny because I was like, okay, I think this part of the book here is the most important, right at the end. And then, I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. And then I said on Goodreads that the authors, well, it's James S.A. Corey, but technically it's actually 2 guys who write The Expanse, but they had every book they have a note, a note of the book, a quote from the book, which they give a little extra note about, an author's note. So I like to read them when I've finished the book. And for this book, it was the line that I thought was really important and really good. And they were like, this, if you're going to take anything away from the entire book series, it's this line. This line is the takeaway. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because I was thinking that myself. So yeah, that was really nice. But yeah, I was just reading it while drawing, and it was really good to be reading while I was drawing again. But yeah, so I was reading, and then we also got some delivery food this week. We got Nom Bun balls, so Vietnamese noodle balls. And we also got cheesesteaks this night from Bisous and watched Arrested Development. We were just feeling like delivery some of these days. Just been tired this week a bit. I think both of us are we're fighting off a cold right now, so very, very mildly, almost imperceptibly not sick, but just a little bit. So I've just been a little bit run down this week. So I didn't push myself as hard. So on Wednesday, the plan with me went up, and I did work. I actually did extra work this day because I was really into the book. I was right at the end. Like, well, right at the end, I say, but oh my god, how was I picking up the bougie box instead of the sticker? That's crazy. But anyway, just trying to pick up this sticker to center it a bit. Anyway, I think I had like 6 hours of the book left this day, and I ended up staying up for the last 3 hours of the book at night, just drawing, just so I could finish the book. So I worked extra late this day, like into the night, but it was worth it to finish Babylon's Ashes, and as I said, I gave it 5 stars, because in the end it all came together. And so this is sort of, as book 6 of The Expanse, this is kind of like the end of one. Like, you could take this as an end of the books if you wanted. You don't really have to read more from here. It is a good ending, I think, for the books. But they do have, there's 3 more books in the series, and they take a time jump of 30 years. And I've just started those, and it's time jumped. So they literally start 30 years later after the events of the last book. So they're like their own little trilogy, I guess, after the first 6 books. But I am excited to see where it goes. I did start it this weekend. But again, all my book scripts, I have to wait to haul in my next haul before I can put them in. But I'll just know I have to put Babylon's Ashes here and then start putting Persepolis Rising. But so I finished the book, but during this day we also watched Arrested Development. We cooked some simple pasta, and I was binge watching some YouTube at the same time, just between things. Alright, and that's the first half of the week. Really not much going on. We'll put some gold snowflake deco from Scribble Prints Co at the end, but let's keep going and do the next day, which is Thursday. Thursday, we're starting off with the good old work. Just doing all the work. So you have work, okay. I have some stickers here that I can't include yet too, so that will have to wait for me to put in after I hold them, because they will be in my next haul too. I'm pretty sure they will. Anyway, I'm pretty sure. But so we got work, and then this is when the days started to become more sunny. In fact, it was light out at 8 a.m. on this day, which was kind of nuts because it's been pitch black until like 11 for a while now. But we got sunshine, and like sunshine even just coming through the apartment. So lovely. So I just wanted to write sunny day. And then I did some tidying up, because if the sun comes out, you go, oh wait, wow, my apartment's very dirty, which I couldn't see in the darkness before. And then, yeah, so the last thing I want to put on this day, I was reading, because I finished Babylon's Ashes, there was a short story, the novella that goes in between the 2 books that I was reading. So before I could start Persepolis Rising, I needed to read the short book called Strange Dogs. So, but I have Kindle doodles coming from SPC, and I'm pretty sure they'll be in my next haul, so I'm just going to leave this blank, and I'm just going to have to remember what I was doing then. I could probably just read Strange Dogs, and then the Kindle probably won't take up too much space, so I'm just going to put it in the side here. And then for dinner, we cooked up a soup recipe that we got from the grocery store here, Prisma. They had some recipes up, and I'm not always into Finnish recipes, because they just have different food tastes than me from Australia. But this one was surprisingly good. It was very weird. It was a chicken curry soup, and it used Thai red curry paste, But you also used honey marinated chicken, so it was already honey marinated. Like, this is one of those recipes from a grocery store where they have everything, you can just add it, like you have it listed and you just add it from their thing to your cart. So it's honey marinated chicken. It was red curry paste, ketchup, coconut milk, chicken stock, and then we also put in potatoes and carrots and stem broccoli, or broccolini. Yeah. And surprisingly, it worked. It was actually really tasty. I wasn't sure about the honey marinated chicken and the ketchup going with the red Thai curry, but Thai red curry, but actually it was really tasty. So that's the soup that we made that day. Ugh, I love how my handwriting's given up. It's given up, people. But oh well. Such is the life of me with my handwriting. But yeah, so that was Thursday. On Friday, we had a monthly plan with me go up. And I also released my Easter set. Hobby Easter. And that is obviously still up and available. If you're interested in some Easter art. I don't feel like I have the right size box anymore for this section, so I think I'm just gonna have to cut this up, but we can live. Maybe we'll do the smaller section first. Okay, and then I just wanted to put in that I did some more work. This day I was working on the scenes for my Scotland travel set, and I did the double box scene and I finished that up. And I was working on the next scene and I was just like, oh, I'm just so tired today. Like, I had my meds and everything, but I just wasn't feeling it this day, so I just stopped doing that work. And I got, a large portion done with the double box scene, so I'm not beating myself up about it. I wish I could have done more and gotten a bit more ahead, but that is okay. I had to listen to my body and I was feeling tired, so I stopped. But so instead of doing that, I actually planned the next kit that I need to draw, like the next shop kit that I'm doing. And I also, what do I want to do here? I kind of wish we just had some of those, like, washi strips, like in the SPC one. That's why I feel like, oh, but the fancy label fits. That's fine. Yeah, so I planned the next shop set that I'm drawing. And then I also got the listings done for the moving set because I had finished that during the week. So I still continued on and did a bit more, and I did all the Instagram post images for that. So I still did some work, but I just had to stop drawing. I wasn't in the headspace after finishing the double box. But then for lunch we got Cactus, which is like a spicy chicken burger place that they have here. So good. And then I filmed a pre-plan with me for Monday, which you've already seen. And then I just finished off Strange Dogs this night. I would have actually finished it on Thursday, but our Kindle, when I started reading Strange Dogs, our Kindle was like 7% power, so a little bit to the I guess a little bit over halfway the Kindle died, so I was forced to go to sleep. But yeah, so I had to finish it the next day after the Kindle had recharged. But yeah, so I finished the novella on Friday. And then Saturday, the weekend where we don't do any work. At 2 a.m. Oh yeah, that was it. I finished the book. Then I just couldn't sleep. It ended up being like 1 a.m. And I'm like, well, the Teddy Bees pre-order for the wax was starting at 2 a.m. So I was like, why didn't I just stay up one more hour and buy the Teddy Bees wax that I really wanted. So yeah, I got in on that. Yeah, I was able to get into that, what was I saying, pre-order, and it was probably my biggest Teddy Bees order ever. I picked up 9 souffles, so I'm really, really excited for when those are done. I think they're gonna ship out in April or something, so now the wait begins. And then next week, I'm really looking forward to the Salt Mountain Melts pre-order as well. But I think I've only got 4 cents on my list for that, so not as bad. Yeah, so I did that and went back to sleep. Got up and then I just cleaned the whole apartment. I vacuumed everything, vacuumed the cat tree, did a whole bunch of stuff of cleaning. And then I was really feeling like doing some batch, like some cooking for the freezer, so I made waffles using my tried and tested and true waffle recipe. And I guess it's a little bit of a kerfuffle because you separate the eggs and you beat both of them separately. So you put in beaten egg whites, whipped egg whites, into the waffle mix, and it makes it like really light and fluffy. Yeah, but you know, I've been using this waffle recipe since 2015, so I really love it. It's pretty good. And sometimes I'm lazy and I just use a like pancake mix for waffles, but it doesn't really compare to my homemade mix. So I was able to get I only made it like a singular batch, so I was able to get 2 serves for both of us of waffles, so 2 each, so 4, so I made 8. I made 10 waffles, and 2 of them we just ate because they were like the first ones and they weren't the best. So we ate the first 2 wonky waffles, but now we have 2 lots of waffle meals in the freezer, which is awesome for whenever we feel like waffles. And then on and off we're watching The Simpsons as well as Arrested Development, and then we watched a movie. It didn't end up being a movie on our movie challenge prompt list. We didn't have a prompt for choosing this movie. We were just scrolling through Netflix and we're like, hey, we've never seen Shutter Island. You know, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, it's Scorsese. So we watched Shutter Island. I actually gave it, it's funny because like, movie aggregator, whatever, it's got like 63 out of 100. But I gave it 4 stars out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting and weird, a Scorsese film, and I liked that. So I thought it was a good film with on Shutter Island. And then I started Persepolis Rising this night, just reading the prologue. Yeah, so I've got scripts for that coming. So I'm just gonna leave that blank there, but I'll know what I was reading then. Yeah, I really enjoyed Shutter Island. I mean, if anything, the soundtrack was amazing. The look of the film was gorgeous. I loved the color grading on it. Which I feel like is such a nerdy thing to say, but I did love the color grading on that film. You know, when just films just look beautiful and rich. And then... yeah, so, and then I fell asleep trying to read Persepolis Rising. I was like, well, time to sleep. Okay, so Sunday, Block went out to get a package that was delivered to, like, a postal box. So they went out to do that, and Heidi doesn't always love that. She gets, like, upset that someone's left. So she was meowing and woke me up at 7:30, so thanks, Heidi. So I was up early. Doing my thing. Do I want to? I'll do the 3, yeah. That's fine. It's good to wake up early because now it is 9:40 and I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep after this. And of course we haven't made any like proper coffee. I've just been having decaf. Although I had some Coke Zeros, that was alright. It doesn't really perk me up though. It doesn't really do that kind of thing for me, but still very tired this weekend, so it'll be good to go to bed. But yeah, so after I got up, I put some clothes in the washing machine. Then I filmed, I'm putting in film plan with me here because it includes this plan with me, but also I filmed the base for next week. And I put nails down here because technically I did my nails on Saturday. It's funny because if you watch my pre-plan with me, you'll see that I said I wanted to keep my gray winter nails for this spread. So I was going to do my nails on like Tuesday to do the base next week. But I just couldn't live with the gray nails anymore. They got too long and annoying. Were catching my hair. So I did do my nails. I'm putting it here just to like room because I don't have any room to put it on Saturday. But that's fine because it gives me more stuff on Sunday. But yeah, I put on these new nails. They're Dashing Diva as usual. They're supposed to be their version of like, was it glazed donut or something? These are like jelly donut. I think they're called the color. I think they're okay. I don't know if they 100% go for me. They feel very old fashioned. And very close to my skin tone. I don't know. I guess they look okay, you know. They look decent enough, especially now that, you know, I've trimmed my nails and they're all nice, but I don't know. And then I'm gonna put this little buddy down here. Trying to see what I have left in terms of stickers. So then I was kind of feeling like, I don't know, bored, I guess. So I ended up making shortbread cookies or biscuits. Shortbread. It's just butter and butter, sugar, and flour, and just baking it up. So I baked some shortbread. So that was fun. We had some butter in the fridge, so I thought, hey, why not? I will make some shortbread. And then we finished season 5 of Arrested Development, so it's like the end of the show. And it was a good ending. Yeah, I enjoyed the 4th and 5th seasons. I thought they were actually pretty good. I mean, I liked the 4th season originally, and obviously I do prefer the old version of it where it wasn't remixed, but yeah, season 5 I enjoyed. There was some slow parts, but there was some really good parts as well. Mostly Job, I think. Job was pretty consistently hilarious, but it was good to know what happened in the end, especially with Lucille too. So yeah, it was a good ending to the show, I think. A fair ending to that family, the Bluth family. And then we were like, what should we watch? We could rewatch One Piece because we had Netflix going. So we started rewatching One Piece, and I thought this little Nami from Once More with Love actually went well with this spread. Because she's got like the blue, and then her hair's kind of peachy, tangerine, so I thought that was really cute. So we're gonna put in these things with my horrible handwriting, but yeah, so I did some like baking and cooking this weekend, which is nice. We also ordered groceries for delivery, so that will be good. I think that's coming on Tuesday. Yeah, overall a pretty chill week. I didn't finish all the work I wanted to do, but I got a lot done, including, you know, like a whole set ready to go. And the start of this week I'll be able to finish the travel set and everything will be good to go. But we're gonna put some of these gold snowflake decos in. This is like the very last of this sheet, so I feel like I should just try and finish her up. Let's put some snowflakes on all of the iPads. This one's big. What can we put the really big? Maybe Shutter Island. Although, you know, if you've watched Shutter Island, you know what that's about. So it's not very magical. It's kind of sad, but it was a good film. I do love the way that Scorsese directs. He has some interesting choices. He's definitely not a safe director, and I like that. Here we go. Let's put some snowflakes on our books up here, and then we just got some little ones left over. So we'll put them here. But yeah, it's been sunshiny, but still cold, which means it's ice city out here in Helsinki. It is so icy. It's everything. It's all everyone's talking about. How icy and dangerous it is in Helsinki right now. There's a lot of slippery black ice everywhere, which, you know, you always have to try and look out for, but it's annoying because I have mail to go pick up, and there's a whole, apparently right before the tram stop, there's a whole bunch of black ice. So that will be fun to try and get to the post office in town, but we'll see how it goes. But that is the finished spread for Bisous de Hiver. Winter Kisses. I regret giving it a French name, to be honest. But anyway, French are very unforgiving with their language. But that's okay. I think the spread turned out super pretty. And yeah, I love this art. I love the way it came out. You know, I spent so much time in that double box. I very much feel that this week. But I think the week turned out well, and it was a good week, leading up to a busy week ahead of us. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be all good, and hopefully I can continue reading my books. Because, yeah, I wasn't reading at all pretty much during January. So it'll be good to get back into reading. But otherwise, I hope you like this. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. But otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.